Oh, I'm going to click this thing right here. Nope, that was the wrong button. Ah, there we go. Okay. Nope, the wrong video's up. Haha, look at us go. Okay, hey everybody. Oh gosh, man, my TV's making noises. Haha, look at us go. Calm down, Vaughn. Okay, hey everybody. I'm Yvonne with Back to Earth Creations, and today we are making some Lampwork glass beads. So we're gonna go over and get on the kiln and get going. So thank you for sitting through our stream starting soon screen. Now I'm gonna click this, and that'll take us over to here. So it is warm today, especially sitting right next to this kiln. I need to grab that. There we go. Alrighty, hey y'all, how's it going? Woo, hey Linda. Tasha says, how are you doing today? I'm doing really well. Hey Kez. Let me get chat pulled up over here also. Just let me remember how to do that. Do, 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 do. There's whiskey in the jar.
Oh, that's why you're mad.
Oh, well, here, let me take the fan off of it. Hey, Brooke, over on YouTube. How are you doing today? Okay, so I got a little clip-on fan under my desk. Randy's looking out for me. As usual, he's such a good egg. How do I do all messages? There we go. So now I should be able to see when folks come in to chat. Oh my goodness. Y'all, it is warm. It's real warm actually. I think I'm gonna just sit here with a fan on me for a minute. Hoo-wee, how are y'all doing today? Ah, Erica is level 4. Yeah, Ember is keeping me company in the craft room today. Maddie and Randy are in there enjoying the air conditioner for me. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep that right there like that. So today we are making glass beads. Ooh, Brooke says, I'm okay. Actually got a bit of time to craft today. Nice. Hot, hot, hot. Do, 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 do. Ooh, wee. Now I think we may do a little bit of mail opening at the end of our stream today. Now y'all, I have not made a single bead yet today. Last week I had warmed up some. This week I have had no warm up. So that's gonna be what that is. I'm moving on up in the world there, baby Hulk. All right, and so also be patient with me. This takes a lot of my focus working on the torch like this. So, oh my god, my lashes are touching my glasses. I don't know why I put lashes on today. Well, we were recording other videos and I wanted to look like like I was trying. Nope, yep, that's gonna make me insane. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to just trim my lashes. Gringos and Livia, there's whiskey in the jar. Hey Lisa, how's it going? Hey Del Marie. Work for the daddy-o. Work for the daddy-o. Hey Swamp Rat. It says it's just plain hot here. Had to step out of the studio for a bit and saw you on. Right on. Well, thank you for joining us here today. I'm trying to find the balance of as small as I can get away with having my torch actually be, like my flame, but still having it like maintain. Hey Ashley, it's good to hear. I'm okay, just not all the pain and stress. Oh, well, hopefully we can distract you. So also, y'all will not believe what I found today. Just in a drawer, just in the back of a drawer. This is all of my old Divardi glass that I had chunked up into frit back in like 2019. And today, I'm gonna play with it. We're gonna do some frit beads. So I have my handy dandy miniature soda can as an aluminum marver. And I think I'm going to start just with this color here. I'm missing my big spoon. Work for the daddy-o. Sup, critter? Oh, okay. Just 1 cup scoop. You can use the one that's hanging in the baking cabinet to about half full. Yeah. Hot, hot, wawa. Maddie's helping me do tie-dyes. She's doing great. I'm just wasting gas. There's my spoon. So today we're cooking beads. Hey, Esoterica. How's it going? How are you doing today, Ashley? But yeah, I'm just going to use this spoon to get just a bit of frit out of there. And then I'm going to pick this up with our yellow or some clear. I don't even know. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we're going to do it. We were streaming from 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. today. So whatever time that is for you, it's happening right now. If you're watching this after the stream, watching it in the rewatch, hey, you can sign up for our free newsletter to get email notifications of whenever we do have new tutorials and live streams and shop updates and coupons and different things. And that way you don't have to rely on notifications from like anybody. You'll just get an email from us a couple of minutes or a minute or before it begins. I am on late today, Kez. We're experimenting with shifting our Saturday hours to 5 to 8 in the evening, just because it's just seasonal. I think the seasonal shifting of things. We'll figure it'll probably change again in another 4 months, but we got to do what we got to do, and this is what we currently got to do. And I think it'll work out too, because that gives me a good part of Saturday to do my work. Like I recorded 2 tutorials and edited a vlog and like got a couple of other things edited and going. And so it gives me a chance to catch up from the rest of my week. In preparation if Sunday is our new, like tomorrow is the last day of our week. We reset on like Sunday or Monday now. Hey Yvette, how's it going? Ooh, working a twisted tubular herringbone bracelet. Nice. But yeah, and then I get to come in the afternoons and just play with y'all. So I'd still like to keep it to where I've heated that up to a nice glob, and now I'm just picking up some frit with it. Makes me happy. Making stuff and staying out of the heat. Yep. Ooh, Del Marie says, I've never seen Lampwork glass made. So interesting. Right on. Well, let me talk to you about it a bit while I make it. So here I'm using in my left hand, I have a 3/16 inch stainless steel rod that I've dipped in something called Bead Release. This is the brand we're using is Dip and Go Sludge Ultra. So I could just dip the mandrel in and then cook it in my torch, but I do prefer to let it air dry. And the purpose of that is to keep the glass from sticking to the metal. And then I'm using a soft glass. It's a COE of 104. It's very common for bead making, but a lot of the times if you're seeing like sculptures or pipes or different things like that being made, that's usually out of borosilicate, which has a much lower coefficient of expansion at like 30 or 33, I think. So I think like Pyrex or Scientific Lab Glass or something like that. 90s Fahrenheit. Ugh, gross. Oh, thank you. Baby Hulk Rage says, I love the stream starting screen. It's adorable. I really do think it is. Maddie, our niece, drew that for us. So I was like, I need something. Because at the beginning of our streams, to get like a streaming link that will work for in our newsletter, or at least with the way that I understand of how to do our newsletter, almost all of the problems I run into, you guys, are user error. But I was like, if we could have a starting screen, that way I could click start on the stream and then copy the streaming link, put it in the newsletter, and send that out. That'd be awesome. Because otherwise, it's just y'all watching me like slack jaw on my computer. And Maddie just got that whipped together. She drew using some of our fairy house sculpts that we've done as reference images, and I think she did a fantastic job. Yeah, I think she did a great job too, Erica. Thank you. I'll let her know you said so. Hey, Itzy. Cutting copper jump rings today. Nice. But yeah, so I fritted or just mashed up. We've got like a metal tube basically with another metal tube that fits inside of it that we smash the crap out of the glass with. And that turns it into frit. And I did that because sometimes you can see on this glass here that I'm heating up has actually been very amicable, very nice and easy to work with. Whereas some rods, like this one here, liked to pop a lot. And that makes me crazy. And so let me I'll plug this phone in after this bead so I'm not juggling a bunch of different things. But any glass that pops a whole lot, I'll just smash it up into frit so that I can do like how I'm doing here, where I can pick it up in a less poppy glass. What's up, Maddie? Yeah. It's in the 90s here too and somewhat humid. Yeah. Okay, says it never gets that warm in the UK. Goodness. Ashley says, I'm new to seeing Lampwork done. Thank you for explaining so well what you're doing. Yeah. No, I'm just going to point out, I consider myself a beginner at Lampwork glass. So if y'all hear me saying something that is incorrect, please ask me. And like correct me. And then if you have any questions that I haven't talked about, like, why is it that way? Ask me, because like that helps me to learn. So I rely on y'all so heavily to inspire and help me learn and stuff. So thank you guys. There we go. So now I'm going to come in here. Now this is a graphite bead roller. You may be able to see here, it has all those different sized slots. This is a little bit of a cheat sheet for me where I can do consistently sized beads. And I really like to use it. The graphite doesn't stick to the glass even whenever it gets hot, because I also use some other steel marvers and aluminum. I don't have any brass, but I've seen folks online use those. And metal, when it gets hot, can stick to the glass. And so I really like the graphite bead rollers. They're brittle. I got to be careful. You know, graphite, think pencil lead. Oh, hey, Michelle Nieves. How's it going? I absolutely love your new hair. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Making me kind of think about going dark side. And I think I'm going to stick to what I've got going on, but it's beautiful on you though. So there we have a bead. And right now I'm just making some different beads that we're going to be sending out in our June craft along kits. Typically in our Saturday stream, we like to make custom beads for people, but currently we didn't have any custom orders, so that's what we're doing now. I'm going to actually take this and show y'all over here. This is my bead kiln, and the beads just sit in there like that. And this is sitting at, currently I had the door open, so it's quite cold, but it's heating back up. It'll come back up to around 970 degrees. And I like to soak the beads at that temperature, because then they're nice and annealed and I shouldn't have to worry about them breaking. How are the camera angles for you guys? Like, is this working pretty well for everybody today? I keep some toolboxes and tins of craft supplies under my desk. Yesterday I had to pull them all out when I saw a spider hanging out by my feet. Oh no, Brooke. Aw, Randy says, don't forget to hit that like button on the YouTube side. It helps YouTube show the stream to other folks. Thank you, honey, and thank you to everybody who tickles our like button. So let's make another bead. Boop, boop. So I think I'm going to do another one just in this same yellow on yellow tone. And so I like to bring the bead release up to nice and can't see your animals. Oh no, I think that's because my big old head's in the way. I don't want to bring Ember any closer. Maybe I can scooch her over. Sorry, Ember, you're a working cat now. Everybody wants to see you sleep. Is that a little better? I think that's as good as it's gonna get, probably. Right on, Michelle. Yep, there's Ember and Z's toe. But hey Sherry. I'm heating up the bead release because I want to get this to nice and glowing hot. This is quite a thick mandrel, and it can behave as a heat sink if I don't heat it up through, and so my beads will be more likely to crack just here while I'm working on them. And then work that fur, Ember. Yeah. Hey Rolly, how's it going? But I like to bring it up to a nice glow. That way the glass will stick to it too. And it kind of bakes the bead release. So a whole lot of what I'm doing, I've learned just from watching other YouTube videos. I've never gotten to take a class on this or anything. Thank goodness YouTube exists. I also have an ever-growing library of Lampwork glass books that I really like to read, you know, kind of flip through and see the pictures, but I do read them as well, and they're very nice reminders and in-depth explanations of what it is that I'm seeing other folks do on their torch. And so Lampwork glass is one of those things that I really do think I want to spend the rest of my life being in love with, learning more and more about it and just refining. Yeah, YouTube University for sure. Delmarise, it says, thank you for sharing the process. I'm impressed you can make the bead and talk to us at the same time. It kind of is like rubbing my tummy and patting my head at the same time. But I love Lampwork glass. And I literally can't shut up, you guys. Like, it would kill me. Well, not like kill me, but like, I'm a chatterbug. Now, in addition to my kiln, for those of y'all who may be interested in getting into Lampwork glass, you don't have to have a kiln for beads. I do have a crock pot over here with vermiculite in it, which can be used for annealing small pieces, just controlling the cool of the bead. Like, because we can anneal it in the flame, where we kind of, you know, bring the temperature down. Oh, this one's so messy. Is that okay? But I could bring it out. I'm probably going to be out of frame possibly, but and like just let it slowly reduce and glow farther out, and then pop it into either the vermiculite, or I could wrap it in a ceramic fiber blanket, which I give a little bit of flack to the Divardi glass because it pops on me a lot, but that's because it's hand pulled. The Divardi kit with like a hothead torch and the glass and is actually a really good kit, and it comes with technically everything that you need to try out making beads. And if first recommendation would be to go and take a class. That's what I would have done if I had something closer than like 2 hours away from me. But if you're not able to do that, the Divardi glass kit is a really good one. But also, there's no pressure to, you know, participate in the crafts. I just like watching Lampwork glass too. For a long time, I never even thought that I would do Lampwork glass. I just loved watching the process. And so now I'm just trying to glob up that glass around. There we go. You'll want to always keep everything turning. Because if I heat it, gravity is always pulling on our bead, and the glass is going to want to move towards the heat. So, and I also don't want to scorch, because some glasses their color can change whenever they're overheated, like permanently, not just because it's hot. And some glasses will scuzz up, like they'll get like bubbles and stuff. It's almost like boiling the glass. And so I like to keep it, I'm just rolling it between my finger and thumb. Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. Also, how do you keep the edges from flaring out and becoming sharp? I build it up as a donut bead. Um, that's actually very challenging for me to do consistently, but it is my goal. Um, to be able to have like a nice, almost like a Krispy Kreme glazed donut, like all like nice and puffed and like rounded. Um, and I think that's desirable for if you're stringing it onto a stringing material. It's not going to slowly over time saw through your stringing material. And also, sharp edges can shatter. So if you put like those Pandoras, excuse me, y'all. Ooh, so this one I've actually goobered it up a bit. You might be able to see. I call it a pomegranate pucker, and it's whenever I have a little bit too much material for the section of the bead roller that I'm feeding through. And so this is going to be fantastic because this is totally fixable. The way that I clean my beads is I go through with a diamond tip Dremel and clean out the bead release. That way there's not that white powder. But yeah, those Pandora style beads, these beads that I'm making will fit on the chain for the Pandora beads. But if you've got sharp edges, it might chip off just as you're wearing it. So that's why those little puckers are desirable. Hey, Mama Kay, how's it going? Well, hey, Sherry. Can you list your setup, what torch, screen to catch glass pieces, sometimes in the future, or link to past YouTube if I missed it? We'll get together I'm currently working on our toolkit on our website, backtoearthcreations.com. So we do have in previous YouTube videos from like a few years ago, all the stuff that I'm using linked in those video descriptions. Siri, stop listening to me, please. Like, you're freaking me out. Thank you, though. Please go away, robot. She's looking at me. Okay, she went away. Cool. But I'm using an Alpha Bethlehem dual fuel surface mix torch. So I'm using propane and oxygen. My kiln is a Paragon Bluebird XL, and all the glass and just about everything that I'm using here is from either Delphi Glass or Mountain Glass Arts. It just kind of depends on who has the biggest sale going on at the moment. I'm going to add a little bit more yellow to this. I think I might try like a blue. I don't know, just to mix it up. Keep it spicy. But yeah, we'll be putting together a whole toolkit just about our Lampwork glass, and that's where I'll have everything specifically linked, as well as our ventilation setup. We just use an inline fan for like a greenhouse that moves around 1,000 cubic feet per minute. This is a 14-foot by 14-foot room, so I don't know what the cubic, and we have 8-foot ceilings. But we also have like 2 open doors and like a window. So I don't know. It seems to be doing the trick though. Hopefully I don't live to regret those words, or hopefully I live, but hopefully I don't regret it. But anyways, we're just doing the best with what we've got. And I like to have my vent directly across from me, so it's like cooling any glass fumes away from me. Like for daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Like for daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. But yeah, so by building my material up high and thin, whenever it melts and goes a little wider, just from the rolling and the bead roller and stuff, it's going to give us that nice puckered edge. You'll also, I try to make sure that I'm holding my beads horizontal to the horizon, like my mandrel. That way my bead isn't leaning one way more than the other. I have a tendency for all of my beads to lean off to the right just a little bit. So, you know, I think for the rest of my life, I'm always going to have something that I can be working on and improving on here on the torch. So I'm not sweating it. I'm just kind of enjoying the process. But there's a fine line between being critical of my own work and like speeding myself up. But I think it's important to be critical, to have a critical eye, a teacher's eye. You know, how could the student improve? Sometimes we need to be our own teachers, even when we're students, and look at our work objectively and say, we did a very good job, but what happened here? Oh, it's scuzzy. That must have happened like when I scorched it. Or it's actually one of my favorite reasons for getting this on video. There's so much that I'm probably doing wrong right now that I don't even have a clue that I'm doing wrong. And so I'm very interested in 1 or 5 or 10 years to come back and look at these videos and be like, Jimmy Christmas, how did I get anything done? Why were people buying beads? What is happening? But I'm also not a perfectionist, y'all. I'm going to be upfront about that. I do not mind when something's just a little weird. One day I may never be able to make it weird like that again. Yeah, so if I were torch annealing, I'd come out far to the end and just kind of keep it rotating and let it lose a little bit of the glow. Oh, also, I'm wearing these Deodymium glasses that reduce. Well, I'll show you on the next one. What's up, Maddie? You did. You did perfect. I need to get right where you are. Hot bead coming through. How's the pliers feeling in your hand today? Like, yeah? Awesome. Yeah, all day working. Alrighty. See, I am a perfectionist. 0 out of 10 would not recommend. And that's, I do have perfectionist tendencies, but I just push those down. Like all those feelings of like, nope, just push them into a box and save them for later. When is later? I don't know. I forgot where I put the box. So that's my theory on that. Okay, our torch flame is a good size, I think. We're chugging along nicely. But yeah, that one had a little bit of an edge, but whenever I go through with my Dremel and clean out the bead release, I just shave it down a little. Hey, Art Girl, how's it going? Show of hands, who all got the newsletter today for science? My lips hurt real bad. It's chapstick. Chapstick. Oh, that's some good chapstick. I'm not happy till I have chapstick in my mustache, like straight up. My lips hurt. Ooh. Oh no. Itzy says, I've come over to kick. My chat disappeared completely on YouTube. Oh no. I'm still at work, but remembered you were on. Oh, well, thanks for popping in. I hope you're having a good day at work. So I'm going to use, this is Light Sedona Premium. I'm just going to change it up a little. Oh, daddy, oh, daddy. But now I realized that for me, I can only speak for myself, but for me, being a perfectionist was just the meeting with my own expectations. Oh, it came out just as I visualized, was perfection. Or no perceivable flaws, which again, what is a flaw except for meeting our expectation of how something should look? It became a whole lot more of, even if I have a very high standard, perfect, like I'm putting a cap on it. If I want to be exceptional, if I want magic to happen, I have to let go of that and let the chaos in, and then just see what happens. And it's not at all what I expected, but more often than not, it's amazing and delightful and fun. So there's a time and a place for perfectionism. Chainmail, I really like, because with chainmail, there's a little bit more of a structure and a plan and things going on. Like there's a pattern that we're supposed to be adhering to achieve our, intended result. But lampwork glass or sculpting or even wire wrapping, and I've just recently picked up doing tie-dye. Like, the one that I'm wearing is one that I made. That actually, I think Maddie helped me with. She at least kept me company for it. I think I was training her on it. Because it was our first time doing a muck dye. But tie-dye is another one where it's like, chaos. Dios. And so I'm going to get this kind of melted in, but I want to do some dots on the equator of the bead. That's just think equator of the earth. And it's the point around the circumference at the largest point of the bead. And then I just wonder if you hear me talking about the poles of the bead, that's where the mandrel's going through. So I'm going to just do a dot and a dot of this clear glass. Well, this translucent yellow, sorry. I'm just globbing it on, kind of loose and messy, which is okay. I just want to see what it does. Esoterica says, I think that's why I like bead weaving structure. Yeah. I don't do well in structure. Like, I could weave chainmail, but it's very challenging for me to kind of do the same thing over and over and over again. I like to do it, but it's challenging. So some things like bead weaving is a little too much. Like, you gotta follow the rules. Whereas with chainmail, you can figure out different routes to the same end result. There's not a lot of them, but they're still there. Yeah, you might want to re-sign up on the new website, Art Girl. PC says, yeah, I'm happy I get to see Lampwork done in real time. Right on. Yeah, it can be time consuming, but I'm having fun chit-chatting with y'all. Ooh, this is where I wanted to show you guys. If you can see, this is it. This is what we're seeing without the glasses on. And this is what we're seeing into the flame. And so not only is it better for my eyes to have, it's kind of like a welding goggle, but not nearly as strong as a welding goggle, but it removes the soda flare so I can actually see what's going on in the bead, hopefully, and protects my eyes from staring at a bright flame for 5 hours a week, like 5 hours ago, once a week. But yeah, you may want to sign up for the newsletter on our new website, because we tried importing the previous list, but it didn't show that, like the list from our old website, but it didn't show those folks as subscribed, and so we were getting flagged as spam. So it's all fresh sign up. But we send out a newsletter. Did anybody get the newsletter? I hope I clicked it correctly. Hey, Beads with Nicole. Hi. Yep, Lampwork. A little too much material on the bead for the size 2, but not quite enough for the size 3. Yeah, you got it? Cool. So I did click send. So I'm going to encase just a little bit of clear. So even though all of these glasses are the same COE, which is the coefficient of expansion, it's the rate at which it expands and shrinks as it heats and cools, or expands and contracts rather. But they still behave a little differently just because of the chemical composition in them, as far as I'm aware. What's he doing? Oh, don't scare my Eddie. Ah. Randy's a menace. I love him though. Hey, Cat and Cauldron, how's it going? Did Randy do the thing? Randy did go to the post office. We have a package here that I think I'm going to be opening towards the end of our stream today. Got newsletter and kick notice. Right on. Just got off work. Glad you're still on live. We actually just got started, Cat and Cauldron. This is part of our new, this is our second time doing our new Saturday time slot. So I'm very excited to be streaming. Mm-mm. Oh, it's from Designs by Joe? Ooh, that's exciting. Stopping to see your craft. Oh, hey Longevity, how are you doing today? Oh, you're taking a stained glass class? That's gonna be cool. I hope you and Alex enjoy yourselves. I got the notice, don't see a newsletter. You may want to re-sign up for our newsletter on our website, factorcreations.com. And if there's a prompt saying agree to have signed up, please be sure to click it. Otherwise, you will not go into the news, like you won't get the newsletter. You gotta click the button. Right on, Yvette. Ooh, Art Girls has definitely got kick and YouTube notices. Okay, well there's that at least. Excellent. I love it when it goes all rolly. Oh, I am sweating. Hot, hot, hot. And now after I roll it in the bead roller, I do like to heat it up one last time. I'm not making it go soupy or anything, but I do want to remove any cooling lines that may have been there from touching the graphite. All right, let's see what we can do about this camera angle, because I'm gonna try scooching. There's a little something in the way. That okay. Cluck Norris. Okay. So hopefully this will give us a much better zoomed in view. It's hot. Oh, got the newsletter. Right on, Cat and Cauldron. Glorious weather day here. Loving it. Nice. It's just being hunched around this torch is I think I want to get some of Randy's socks, like his old ones, and put them here. That way it keeps dragging on my elbows. Okay, let's see. I'm a creature of comfort. Like if I'm not comfortable, I just start bitching about it. I apologize. But also living my best life. Thank you, Walk in the Rain. This is one that we tie-dyed recently. And I think that'll actually be coming out, maybe not in tomorrow's video, but possibly in Tuesday's tutorial. Green grows the Russian, green grows the Russian, the sweetest hours that here I spend, and tomorrow. Oh, it's toasty here in Southern California and a bit humid. Well, first day of summer is right around the corner, so that's to be expected, I think. Like, honestly, we had such a mild spring here. I'm so grateful that it's just now this hot. Last year, it had been this hot for like a month already. His usual, I think, unless you would like earlier, in which case that's fine. When will you be ready by? Because I don't know if we need stickers or coupon cards or anything like that. Okay. Whatever time you decide, honey, that's what we'll do. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Designed by Joe. How are you doing today? I got a package in the mail from a certain somebody. Esoterica says, I can't imagine being hunched over a flame in this Georgia heat. Sweating's good for me. And it's just. Do what, babe? Randy says, we've got that Missouri heat. What does that mean? He's not going to answer me. Hey, honey, please don't move her too close. I don't want, if the glass pops, I don't want it hitting her. Missouri heat. Oh, okay. He says, we don't have a Georgia heat, we have Missouri heat. I'm like, oh, that's fair. Hey, do you have any old socks? Please? For my elbows, they're like sticky. Oh, is yesterday's newsletter? Oh no. I'm getting to video email? I'm not sure what that means, Mama Kate. But yeah, it's a shower day for me anyhow, so I'm gonna get good and filthy, just sitting here sweating like a hippie. I use soap though, so I'm like a washed hippie. And then I'm gonna do my cardio for the evening. We're gonna eat some more chicken and dumplings, which were amazing. And then I'm gonna go wash my stanky self in the shower like a civilized person. No, well, I figured I didn't need to be bathing in the garden hose every day. Not too bad today. Been busy. Got a couple ingots cast for tomorrow and completely out of oxygen now. Oh no, we'll need to resort to propane and butane. Right on. Will you be streaming tomorrow, Joe? What, honey? I can't hear you. They may be in the top or second drawer of the rainbow cart next to my bead corner, like right over there. Gringos, the Russians. Gringos. Could you bring me 2 kitchen towels? Ooh, Sarah says I'm making random earrings today. Well, if you're not going to give me some of your socks to sacrifice, I need something. Oh, okay. Mama Kay says getting emails of live stream starting. Excellent. That's fantastic. Unless you didn't sign up for them, in which case I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Thank you. Oh, that's so much nicer. Thank you, baby. Except for now my arms are up too high. Making a Celtic Trinity knot with a piece of pink tourmaline in the center. That's going to be cool. When do you send that? Uh-oh. My fan's blowing my flame every which way. There we go. Sweetest hour of the year I can spent them on my glass. Trying to get a nice tidy background maybe for y'all. I'm going to turn my propane up to give us a bushier flame. Maybe not. Oop, bumping the microphone. But yeah, I want to heat this up and let that heat soak in. And right now I have way too much mass on one side of the bead, so I'm just going to heat that and rotate it. Ooh, Joann's is having a 70% sale. I wish I had money. No, that's good. I hope they're still having it. That'd be cool. Now, something I have to be really careful of with these bead rollers is if I'm putting a lot of pressure and smearing a whole lot of glass around, it can crack our bead release, which is a pain. Because if I keep going, it sticks to the mandrel. And more often than not, it's always some like awkward, unusable bead shape whenever it cracks. But It's just something to watch out for. When it happens, it happens. I usually just pop it into the kiln and see how it comes out anyways. So you never know what might be repairable or what might be just a fun, like, weird bead. Yeah, Esoterica says I've been trying to stay out. Them and Michael's get enough of my money and Hobby Lobby, right? If I don't leave my house, I just spend a little less money. Mama K says my craft today is doing my nails. Ooh, nice. All right, so let's pop that one into the kiln. That's 4 beads. Ooh, well, hey. What up, baby? Oh, okay. I'd like to make myself some little, like, suede bags, like leather. Put my elbows on. That might be nice. Joe says I've tried not leaving the house thing. Unfortunately, places deliver, so not saving any money. Yeah, but it makes me like think about it. Like I do less impulse buys when I just stay home by a slight amount. Ooh, just got. Oh, really, Sarah? Oh, I'm so glad you like them. I wasn't able to do them in a live stream because it was that weekend that we were going to get Maddie and just things got real jumbled. So we. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. Mm-hmm. I do hope to one day get the adenium glass for this, my blast shield, so I can not have my glasses squeezing on my face. They pinch like right here on my nose, which gets old, but that's okay. Gotcha, Sarah. Okay, what are we gonna do? Let's do a base bead. Now I'm doing them all kind of in the same color scheme because I'm making these for June's craft along kits that we're sending out. And the theme is like solstice, so it's all like fiery and dragonflies, and which I've seen the first they're not dragonflies, they're damselflies, but they're around the pond. Just the fact that they're there at all pleases me immensely. Hello, my love. What's up? Not that groundhog.
That is a smaller groundhog.
A groundhog had babies? Ah, crap. Well, goodbye. That's been what's tromping around in my potatoes then, probably. Stinky groundhog. Thank you for showing me, though, honey. I don't mind the groundhog for eating my garden as much as I mind the groundhog for burrowing under the foundation of my already ragged house. Kiss the veggie garden goodbye. This is just 3rd generation of like been eaten out of my garden. So we're gonna touch that to it. But yeah, so to make a really nice pucker, the way that I've learned is to just build up a bit of a disc. Now also so far, again, very much a beginner, you guys, but so far I predominantly like to make rondel beads just because I can make them consistently. So again, this month is about production, so I'm focusing on what I'm already fairly decent at, or decent-ish, hopefully. They completely mowed my herb garden in a single afternoon last year. Oh goodness. Sent you an email with pictures of the pendant you helped me with. Oh, right on. I'll have to check that out when I'm not at my torch. But I'll keep an eye out for it. Thank you. Now, I have a right angle graphite marver here on my torch that you may be seeing me kind of, I call it sharpening my glass rods. I just like a nice tidy end for when I start. whenever I let it cool and pick it up again, because if I don't do that, I find they shatter more. But yeah, so you may be able to see here from the side how we built it very out, like a coin bead, or not a coin, but like a disc bead. Just getting all that regrouped in our brick holder, I guess. Sharpening probably helps prevent small air bubbles. Possibly. I don't know, because the smaller the amount of glass, the more likely it is to scorch. So I get more scorch bubbles that way if I'm not careful. But most of the time, at least in my beads, bubbles come from trapping air. So yeah, it probably would help with that. Sorry, sometimes I have to think it through. Do what, baby? Ah, okay. Randy says he thinks you mean on the rod so that it's not popping, and that's also a good way of. I think you're correct that would do that there too. Oh, this is all messy and weird. That okay. And the reason it's okay is because I say so. But also I'm going to be encasing it with a layer of clear with more of that. Yep. There we go. That's the glass popping. Oh, that makes me all sweaty. It okay. But also there was a crack in the glass. Hey, Dancing Tree, how's it going? The sweetest stars spent around you. So I'm gonna do something I've not seen before, and I'm gonna use my bead to pull stringer. And that's probably why I haven't seen it before. It didn't really work out that great, but okay. I just wanted to get that yellow mixed in some. And experimentation is what makes life spicy. So I just want to get some of that encased around. And I'm going to heat. Too spicy, says Randy. Ah, thank you so much for the follow. Boom goes the dynamite. Yeah. It okay. Oh, I'm so glad you got your notification today. Oh, the email. Yeah, I've been doing better about that. We finally figured out the newsletter. And so it's like for like $50 a month, I can send literally a million emails, like 1 million emails. So I'm like, we've got like 400 people on our email list, like total. So I think I can send an email every time we've got an update now. So if we get enough people signed up on our newsletter that I can't like do that, then I don't know, I guess we'll figure that out there. We'll pluck that chicken when we get to it. So now that has some clear over it. Dancing Tree says, I realized my driver's license is expired, and since they let me renew online 8 years ago, I have to go to the DMV. Ooh, you get to go to the DMV. Wait, are you being sarcastic about your excitement? Because I was excited with you for a moment, then I was like, who on earth actually wants to go to the DMV? Unless you have like a friend who works there, or if they're next to like a really great smoothie place. Then that's understandable. got some beads I ordered. I ordered the wrong size. Oh no! From us or from somebody else? And so I'm going to heat this in. Just rotating it around. Oh, from someone else. Right on. Very sarcastic. Okay. Well, at least I got to be a little excited for you for a brief moment. Very brief, but the sweetest hour that you spent among us. Okay, so here we have a very good example of what I call a pomegranate pucker. And that's where instead of it being curved in real nice, like how I typically want, it's poking out kind of like the blossom end of a pomegranate, which I bet we could probably use strategically if I could get good enough to like make it happen. But it happens only whenever I use a bead roller, and it seems to happen whenever I have just a smidge too much glass to fit into that cell of the bead roller. But that is okay because that grinds down very easy. So there you can see how it climbs up around the glass. Oh, that bead's hot. I got my finger too close to it. Flew too close to the bead. Into the kiln with you. I drank too much water and I'm reading Randy's. Of a sudden, almost uncontrollable urge to dress up like Beetlejuice and just wait in the little area with all the chairs. He literally made me spit water. Randy says, not sure what that says about my subconscious and how I view the DMV waiting room as one of the levels of hell, but what's you gonna do? Hey, how'd you doing today? So let's get another bead made. Heating up the bead mandrel again. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. From somebody else. Lurking around while I organize stuff, we figured out how to transport and store the bracelets on the bracelet bar. Oh my gosh, that cuts out like a whole step. What's your bracelet bars made out of, if you don't mind me being nosy? Because I think, hey Randy, are we gonna rebuild the bracelet bars before Dragon? We're gonna rebuild our bracelet bars before Dragon. So we are making Lampwork glass beads. Oh, thank you. That's Ember. She's a good girl. She's 16 years old now. And so I've heated up the bead release. I don't know if y'all are able to see it glow. Go Power Rangers. Yeah, well, I don't want to cook my eyeballs out of my head. And well, I can show y'all. Let me get some glass on here and I'll show you the difference. Actually, you might be able to see. So it doesn't really make much of a difference here on just the steel bead mandrel, but whenever you'll see the soda flare whenever we get the glass in there, all of that orange. Thank you for the follow again too. Holy smokes. Well, hey everybody. So I'm just going to heat up about a 1/2 inch of this glass. Then I'm going to touch it to our hot mandrel, and then I'm going to rotate away from me, trying to keep the glass a consistent thickness. And some folks who are like real good at it will just like, they'll hold their rod of glass in the flame and use their hand kind of like a lathe to very evenly and consistently, I need to practice it, build up the layers of glass. And man, I've seen folks like boom, 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 like they'll just do like 3 or 4 beads on the same mandrel in the time that it takes me to halfway make one. So it's good to have aspirations, but I'm enjoying where I'm at for what it is. It's good to know that there's practice to be done. Hey, crafting for introverts. Oh, thank you. I actually just made this. My niece and I are doing tie-dye this summer, and it's just a big poncho, but it's like 1,000,000 degrees in here. Like I'm sitting next to a kiln that's 970 degrees, and then I think the torch is like real hot. So, like, I don't know, Joe, how hot is this torch? It's at least hotter than boiling water for certain. I think it's like 1,500. Hotter than what, love? Hotter than a bread box. So now we can just load up the bars, chuck them in the bin, and boom, just take out, primp a little, and display done. Nice. Ooh, okay, I missed your previous comment. Let me see. We have the 3-tiered barred situation that comes apart, the faux velvet feel. Okay, just off Amazon. We got plastic bin for Michaels that they fit kind of snug in. Okay. I think we're gonna remake ours like the 3-bar, but like ours has like little side slots that go in, and then the bars sit in it, so it all breaks down flat. I think we're gonna remake that just with like a jigsaw and like a big like 2-inch dowel cut up into smaller sections, because the leatherette that we got off of Amazon, the ends keep falling off. Like, and they're rough. I would not buy them again. But I don't know if Randy would be interested in trying that. Because that's what we do with our ear cuffs now, and we've been doing that with our pendants for a while, but just less of having to do the same thing over and over, set up and tear down, any way to remove friction and make it go smoothly. Sorry, my nose is all itchy. Bingo's the Lilia, bingo's the Lilia, there's whiskey in the jar. And so now I'm going to encase that opaque orange that we had done with this translucent yellow. Now it all looks glowing orange right now, but at the end of today's stream, we will be taking a closer look at the beads that I made last week, as well as doing a mail opening, because one of our friends and viewers, Joe, sent us a gift, which I'm really excited. And so now I've picked up just a little bit of yellow opaque frit in the translucent, and I'm just going to swirl it around, and hopefully that'll give us some really nice effects. Just picking it up, and then I'm globbing it on, and I'm going to sharpen the tip, set it on my bead rack. Right. Thank you, baby. Yes, Tasha, or Sisters of the Hook says, heck yeah, the more efficient the setup, the less stress, everyone's happier. I'm here for it. 100%. I'm waiting for capsule core style like pods where I can just like click the button and toss it, and boom, my booth is set up. A girl can dream. And I'm just letting the heat soak in, because I want the bead, the glass that's on here, to become molten enough that its surface tension, like think like a water droplet, its surface tension will even and smooth itself out. And this is where we keep it rotating. And y'all, I don't even think we need to use our bead roller on this one. It's a little weird. We should probably use the bead roller. And now I'm having a little bit of a problem with distribution of mass on the bead. I've got like a dummy thick side. So I need to level that out. So what I'm going to do is make a gravity bead. And what that means is I'm going to really heat the bead and then let it like droop. And then, so just like how we've got going on here, and this is something you may benefit. I'll cook my eyes a little for y'all, but you just heat it up. Oh, I'm not even, oh goodness. And then I'm gonna rotate. And then I'm gonna heat it up and I'm gonna rotate. And I'm gonna heat it up and I'm gonna rotate. And what this is doing, whoops, is getting stuck on the camera. What this is doing is it's heating it and then dragging some of that material. And as we rotate, taking like the hands around a clock around, it's just redistributing the glass, like kind of, I don't know, it's just, it works. Or it makes things worse. It's 50-50 for me at this point. But then you just do it again. Let me focus on this bead before I catch up with comments. But yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but like it's really drooping, and that's good. That's what we want it to do. I just get it all droopy and then I turn it so that the droop is facing me and then goes, and then I turn it so it's facing me and it goes, Oh, Sarah says, my last event, because I wanted good parking, I got there super early and had 4 hours to set up. Ooh, nice. Were you there before the event organizers showed up? I remember Randy and I had showed up to an event a little early because we were it was quite a drive for us, and then we were gonna have like a snack before setting up. And we got there and we were like, man, we were really early. There's like nobody else here. But like we found our booth, the lines were spray painted on the ground. And we were like, let's wait a little while before setting up. Let's go ahead and have our picnic lunch. And turned out the event was the weekend prior. Whoopsie. Hey, Rain, how's it going? Ooh, Mama Kay says, Vaughn, you've gotten my daughter interested in doing the glass beads. What all does she need for a basic setup? I highly recommend going and looking at the Devardi, Devardi glass beginner Lampwork glass kit. And that is basically a shopping list. Everything that's in there is a good shopping list for what you can find either individually or you can just get the kit. I liked the kit except for some of the glass pops a whole lot, which can be a little scary, but you know, so you can get that and smash the glass with like a hammer in a bag to make it into frit, and then buy some non-popping glass from like Mountain Glass Arts, or Delphi Glass has a really great Lampwork glass selection. That's we get some of our fused glass stuff from them as well, so they have like sheets for stained glass and things. But those are the two suppliers that I use the most off the top of my head. Second car in the lot. Nice. Alrighty, I think that one's as good as it's gonna get. It's gonna go and pop her into the kiln. It is warm in there. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break just to stretch my neck and shoulders. Did you hear about the event where the promoters didn't? Oh no. Nobody but the vendors and the band showed up. There was no electricity. Vendors called the police. Oh my God. I've not been to one where they called the police on the organizers, but we have truly vended events like that where it's, what was it, Camelot Christmas? It's been enough years, I'll say them by name. Those people did us dirty. That entire organization claimed that they were indirect, like like they made it seem as though they were the people who put on the North Carolina Renaissance Festival. They were an offshoot of some of the actors and staff, and they were charging $500 for the booth fee. So it seemed like, and it was like our second or third year vending, so it all seemed legit. Like there were other vendors coming in from out of state as well. And we got there, and it was like in an abandoned like country club meeting room, like where people who do golf like will come and like talk about golf together. But there, it was rough. Like there were weeds waist high in the parking lot, like in all the cracks and stuff. The lights weren't on, like nothing. This place was, there were like stains all over the floor and water damage. Like it, and we, and it was right next to like a housing development. So it wasn't even like an actual event center. It was like a community center for this HOA next to the golf course. Um, and Randy and I drove like 7 hours. I say Randy and I sat in the passenger seat. Randy drove 7 hours to get us to Raleigh. And there were like maybe 30 people attended the whole event, vendors and staff and everything. And it was just relentless optimism saved the day. I went around it, well, for us at least. We didn't even, we made $50 in sales the whole weekend. And like we had a hotel room because it was like a 7-hour drive. It was disaster. But we got to meet some of our other vendor buddies, and we just made the most of it. Like, what are you gonna do, you know? But like maybe 3 people showed up who were not directly on staff, and they were like friends of staff. And then like the dude dressed as the king still like was in character and like was going through our booth and like picked something up and was like, "What doth thou this stone be?" And I was gonna get him. Like, and Randy and I just held hands, and we were just like, "Get out of my booth. I can't stand you right now." Like, I love Ren Fair stuff, but it's like you're gonna look me in the face on a 3-day event on the 3rd day when we have not made enough money to like anything. So yeah, no, I empathize with the vendors, but we didn't call the cops or anything. Ooh, right on, Joe. SJ Made is an amazing organization here in San Jose. Anyone near here in California, I highly recommend them. Right on, Sarah. Hey, Mary, how are you doing? Kay says that sucks. It's, yeah, it sucked, but it's a happy memory in my mind, at least. Like Randy and I got to hang out, and it was a beautiful drive through Eastern Tennessee. We took a nap in a Dollar General parking lot. That was pretty cool. In the car, we weren't just like laying in the parking lot. This wasn't that early in our vending career. Oh, Mama K says, why you cut out when you said where to go to the shopping list and check out the fruit? Okay. Devardi Glass, Devardi Glass. They have a beginner Lampwork glass kit that has like a hothead torch that you can attach to canisters of MAP gas that you can get at like the hardware store, like Lowe's or Home Depot or like Ace Hardware, whatever you have in your area. It's just like a little yellow canister of glass. And that's for a couple of years. That's what I made all of my beads on until it got to the point that I was making beads and like my canisters would freeze up and I was running out of gas. And I was like, it's getting to the point that I'm using enough gas per week that we should just go ahead and get a big oxygen tank and a propane tank and a torch if I'm going to like do this viably. Ding, level 7. Just had dinner, have to do dishes and feed the critters. Woohoo! Now what color? Hey Maddie, what color is this? Yeah. Does it look like yellowy? Oh, that'll be perfect. We'll use that one. The ends of my glasses are coming off, and it keep getting tangled in my. I didn't want. Yeah, I just wanted a second opinion. Yes, Kez says, remember how loud hothead torches are? Yes, very loud is how loud they are. Which between the clicking of the kiln and the roar of the torch, what's another noise? But it did make streaming it or recording it very difficult. Had to be voiceover. But that's okay. Ooh, I was gonna do a new color of frit. I'm not entirely certain what color this is, but I'm gonna use it. I'm just gonna put that out so I don't set my hands on fire. Oh, there's glass stuck in the threads. Oh, that is horrible. Oh, it's all gritty kitty litter. There we go. Ooh, this is like a really nice transparent orange. That's gonna be beautiful. Ouch, that's hot. Is that okay? Yeah, I'd set my mandrel on my marver after heating it up. And I'm flammable and made of meat. Poked myself with it. I'm okay though. Whew. This heat, y'all. Look how my eyebrows are holding up. Misty says, I love the hothead torch, but yes, there comes a time where a nicer oxy-gas mix is just so much nicer. I still have my hothead. If I had a second vent set up, I'd have Maddie next to me cooking beads. I think it's a great idea. Just know that the Davardi glass can be very shocky, like Bon mentioned. Yeah. So maybe supplement with rods from elsewhere and use it as frit, like she said. Losing a bead because of frozen canister really sucks, especially if making larger focal. Yes. Right on. You've got yours too, Misty. Do I remember correctly? Are you the one who gifted us that all those years ago? That's how I remembered it, but my memory is not always the best. And I kept thinking the wrong person for a coffee mug for like months. Okay, so here I have a couple of our spare, like little just stubbies, little short ends. And I'm actually going to zoom back out because we're going to pull some frit or some stringer here. My hothead dies a death in water. Oh no, what happened, Kez? I sent you the Passing the Flame book. Yes, that's right. Okay. That's probably one of my favorite Lampwork glass books by Karina Tettinger is Passing the Flame. That's good stuff, Misty. Y'all have always fanned the flames of my creativity, and whatever I was drawn to, y'all have always helped me along, and I appreciate you guys so much. All right. Getting a step ahead of myself again. I'm going to set that over there so I don't burn myself on it again. So now what I'm going to do is I have two of these just clear rods. And I'm heating up the end. Ooh, level 2, Kez. Oh, a flood. Gotcha. That's horrible. I'm so sorry that happened. Oh, thank you, Misty. Good judgment. Okay. So I'm just going to heat up both ends so that if I were to touch them, they pull a little bit of a string. And now I'm going to pick up a big old glob. It picked up very little. That was not a big old glob of our frit. Just heating it up, melting it in. Heating it up, melting it in. I was so tickled to see that Karina Tettinger had put out a new tutorial on YouTube showing how to use cabochon mandrels. Because I have some of those that I'd found on Etsy but I was not having any success at all, really, at using them. So after I finish producing beads for this month, I think I would like to experiment with making some glass cabochons here on the torch using a mandrel. Okay. So this is a really cool way. I should be doing this with multiple colors of grit because I think that would look very neat. Right now I'm just going to touch both of the ends. And I'm going to kind of encase it. What's up, baby? You did good. If you could set it on my bead desk. And then I'm going to heat that up. So it's all kind of glowing. Yeah. And then I'm going to heat that, just letting it soak in. And now we can start to pull very slow and gently. Then as it starts to cool, we really, whoop, I did it too fast. That's okay. We're learning. This is the most jank stringer. Is that okay? But yeah, so now I can apply that. Careful, it's going to be hot. I can wrap that around a different bead and get a little bit more of an even distribution of the color and like nice thin. Ooh, Tasher says, is there a craft or medium out there that you have never tried but really want to? Like, what would be the next thing you would try if time were no issue, of course? Pottery. I want to do pottery so bad it itches. Like, oh, I want to. Ooh, I bet that's so fun. Hey, T-Bark, how's it going? Misty says, oh, what are the levels for that people are leveling up in? It's just chat engagement. It's a fun little way of being like, and whoever gets to level 10, we're going to do like a giveaway. Whoever the first one to get to level 10 is organically. Like, we reserve the right to be like, no, you came in here and you spammed and that wasn't. It's just conversing over different streams and stuff. Aw, thank you for the follow. But yeah, 100% pottery. Oh, that would be so much fun. Like, I want to play with like the spinny, like the pottery wheel. Oh, that'd be cool. Also, spinning yarn would be amazing. One of my best friends from high school does that for the Bristol Fair up in Wisconsin. And is Bristol in Wisconsin? It's the Bristol Renaissance Festival, wherever that one is. But that one guy, hey, how's it going? Right? I would stream the heck out of that. I'd make Randy be like the big ghost, and I'd be the little ghost, and they'd do like pottery. When you start playing with silvered ivory stringer and the intense black, you'll have so much fun. Oh, Misty, I've pined over those glasses. I haven't gotten them yet, but you know, both can do very, very cool effects. The favor is an intense black on coral melted hot so it spreads out. Okay. Right on. I haven't watched that movie since I was a kid, but I just remember the pottery scene and being like, pottery looks really fun. So we're going to heat this up, just using up the same rod of color. Well, that one guy asked, so what are we making? I'm making some Lampwork glass beads, and I'm working in just fiery tones today of some different opaque and translucent, like oranges and yellows and like reddish oranges. We're sending them out in our June craft along kits for our Happy Crafter Club because we do a whole line of like YouTube wire wrapping tutorials and chainmail and polymer clay and stuff, but the kits are for wire wrapping. And I wanted to make enough beads that we could do a video this month on what to do with them. And so now I got to make like a whole bunch of beads, which is good. I need the practice. Spicy pottery. Right? Yvette's awake again. I can't pick up enough of the craft right now. No room. I'd learn to crochet and or sew if I could, though. Right on. Well, crocheting, you could pick up like just maybe some yarn and like a hook. And you could keep it in your friend's car or something. Like if there's a crafter, there's a way. It is a lot of fun. And feel free to ask any questions that you may have or anything like that, or we're just kind of chit-chatting and shooting the wind. Okay, so now I'm going to heat this up. So we've made that big, very lumpy disc bead alpaca. Oh, thank you. They're neodymium lenses. I can actually show y'all. Excellent timing. So currently this is what I'm looking at. If this is what we're seeing in the flame, all that orange flame coming off of that is soda flare. Wearing the glasses helps you to see into the flame so you can see what's going on. And it's supposed, to help keep your eyeballs good, like no eye fatigue, and like maintain your eyesight. But time will tell on that one. You do glass blowing? I've done that before. There's a shop where I live in Louisville. I haven't. I've seen demonstrations and I really want to, but I've never had the opportunity. I'm crafting and flipping channels. Right on, Yvette. Nobody ever accused Vaughn of being a good crafting influence. It's like we can find some space. All the crafts. I am an enabler, I am going to say. I was like, well, how much is a storage unit? Like, we can find a way. Actually, that would be, you know how there's like maker spaces? If there were like a community storage unit for like where people could come and keep their excess crafts, and then they just like check it in like a lockbox or something at a bank. Then we hoard your stash for you. That way it's like, I want to throw it away, but right on. But it's really cool. I do watch them make things. Nice. Misty says it does have to be real cedar leaf though, not the regular crafty stuff. Gotcha. I'm with you on wanting to do pottery. It does look like a lot of fun. You can make your own silvered ivory stringer. Just use the silver metal leaf on plain ivory. Oh, okay, and gently melt in and stretch. There's a place that does Lampwork glass classes up in Kansas City, Missouri that I've really been wanting to go for like a few years now to go and take classes, but it just hasn't happened yet. We'll get there one day though. So I've melted this in and you can see I have an exceptionally thin spot. So I'm going to get a little bit more material laid down on this. And the way they get kids to come and learn, it's fun. It really is. That was some of my favorite field trips as a kid in public school, was like, because I was homeschooled for a little bit, but there were no field trips on homeschooling. Not back in the day. Anyways, in public school, we would go and they do like the old timey, like the 1700s, like demonstrations of like making butter and cheese and stuff. And that was just the coolest. I absolutely loved that. It's so much more interesting to see something being done than just have someone droning on in front of a chalkboard. In the yarn shop, I like to offer the service. What kind of friend do you need me to be today? If someone is all, but I don't need it, yes. It's like, do you want me to be the angel or the devil on your shoulder? Because I'll do either. You just gotta let me know. PC says, okay, that's neat. I'm glad I get the notifications. I haven't seen live streams for a while until the mermaid work. I had a hard time finding you for some reason and couldn't access the live streams. Oh no, well, I'm really glad we were able to get our newsletter put back together. I don't want to go on and on about it, but YouTube's really been frustrating us with just nobody's seeing our videos. We're still posting every Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to YouTube, but it's I don't know. It'll be what it is. But I felt like we've got almost 250,000 subscribers over on YouTube. Even if even if only 10% of them are active, subscribers, that's still, well, I'm not good at math, but I think that's still 20,000 subscribers should be seeing our work. And we're lucky if we get, 500 or 600 views, which is just what it is. I'm trying to not compare notes too hard to, when our channel was really doing well. But it's freed us up to have the time to, because it was a lot, y'all, trying to keep up with emails and comments and things and answer people's questions. And I don't see the point in having an educational YouTube channel if I'm not going to answer people's questions. But so the lessened workload is a blessing and a curse in its way, because now I have the time to get to do yesterday's mermaid sculpt, and I have the time to get to hang out with y'all here on Saturdays. So trading one stress for another, but that's all right. It'll be what it is, and we'll figure out our way through. So the shaping on this bead is not perfect, but I don't feel like it needs to be. Ooh, Esoterica says, I haven't seen many videos lately. Now I will deliberately search them out. Right on. You can sign up for our free newsletter. But yeah, and we try to post them at noon. Oftentimes we'll have a premiere. And I've done a couple of premieres where it's just me sitting there by myself. And I'm like, crickets. Hey, crickets. No, well, to me, it doesn't get boring. That's a nice thing about a live stream. You can always change the channel. Kind of channel surf, modern internet day version. But something always goes a little sideways, so I'm constantly having to figure out like troubleshooting. I consider myself very, very new to this, even though I've been making beads technically since 2018. I did not start really diligently applying myself to the practice of like every week, every Saturday since October of last year. I've been here on Kick and YouTube. Well, on Kick, and then recently dual streaming to YouTube because we finally got that figured out. Just practicing and streaming it, and there's still so much for me to learn that I don't really get bored with it. Then it's on fire, and just that high octane, you never know what's gonna happen. More meditative, probably meditative. It's very zen. I like repetitive things. Like I can just get into it. Ooh, that one guy says, took my daughter to many art shows. She loved it, and they play really nice music. But to meet and get to know the other people is cool. Great food, and also people friendly there. We have it in Old Louisville. Right on, Louisville, Kentucky. Kentucky is beautiful. I used to live in Southern Ohio, and then for a while after that, I lived in Tennessee. So we used to do, what was it? Was it Contamination? Was a convention we had vended, I think, in Louisville. Was it the Louisville or Lexington? But it's beautiful out that way. But yeah, when I was younger, we traveled, and I say that like I'm an elder, but no, in my 20s, like we traveled and did all these different conventions and stuff. We used to do over 30 conventions a year in different cities, mostly in like the Southeast, but also a little in the Midwest and the Northeast a few times. But we tried to anything within a 17-hour drive. Mama Kay says, when I was little, I used to love the glassmaker in the castle of Disneyland. What? That is where I always spent my money for my goodies coming from Disneyland. I always got a little glass figurine. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to. I got a little burn earlier today, but like most things, I'm the source of all of my problems. And it's user error whenever something goes wrong. But it's really nice that the torch is clamped down, so I don't have to worry. Well, I mean, unless something drastic happens, I don't have to worry about the torch or table moving. And so it's mostly then it's just about keeping me from flailing around. Fire's a good motivator. Bingo, Slimilio, bingo, Slimilio, there's whiskey in the jar. Ooh, level 1. I made my glass cup and table ones. What? Oh, that's neat. I think this bead is done, y'all, and I'm gonna zoom in real hard. Ah, hey Denise. How are you doing? My phone's hot too. I'm going to heat this up and I hope y'all can see how those little lines of color and that's the orange frit that we suspended in that clear glass. I only crossed my hand over the torch flame once. So I was reaching over the thoughtlessly to grab some frit or stringer. Whew, it hurt, but it healed up. Whoa. Yeah. So I'm all nervous and like whenever I'm working on the torch, and especially when the glass pops, I get kind of scared. But that's okay. The fear of the pain is worse than the pain itself, typically. And if not, then if we're afraid of it, then it just hurts twice. So I'm not saying I'm going to come in, without any caution or regard whatsoever. But if I get burnt, I get burnt. But like a moth to the flame, I cannot stay away. Oh, definitely did little burns with mandrel or hot tools. Yep. Hey Brenda, how are you doing today? What's that? Another bead in the same color, you say? Why not? Ooh, I'm going to do some white dots on this one. Here I have some factory pulled white stringer, which is an opaque, and it's going to make a really nice base for, I think I'm going to do this orange. I'm going to see if that one for dots. All my little stubbies are, well, stubby. I think I'm going to have to pull out a fresh rod, you guys. We'll see. Yeah, we'll do another one in that same color scheme. Uh-oh. Well, that looks like that broke off our clear. That's not clear. Yeah, okay. Well, that's all right. Thank you so much for the follow, that one guy. Does your husband craft or make things? He does. He makes chainmail. And he does so much. Like, I can't even. How many hours do you have? Because he's very supportive, and basically he lets me spearhead into whatever it is that I'm passionate about at the moment, and he keeps me on task and fed and watered. He does all of our logistic stuff. He does all of our shipping with our business. He's moderating right now. Randy, am I the tank and you're the DPS and healer? Is that a pretty good way of putting it? Yeah, so I just go and loudly be excited about crafting, and he makes everything else work. It's really cool. I love him to death. He's my best friend. We've been together since 2005, I think. And so he's my friend, he's my business partner, and then I married him, I think, not last Christmas, but the Christmas before that. We were like, it's a tax shelter. Let's go ahead and get the government involved. Misty says, y'all make a great team. Thank you. I think so too. I like them. I try to keep up. Denise says, I love the website. Oh, Denise says, hi, Vaughn. Hey, Denise. Figuring out the new website. Not sure if you still had me in there. And it said I didn't have a subscription. Got confused, but I'm putting in a bead order. Love ya. Oh, Denise. Hey, Randy? Let us know when the bead order goes through. If I'm still streaming, I'm on till 8 today. I can get your beads made here in the stream if you want. Do we have any bead orders that come through? Oop. Thank you. Okay, well, if you keep an eye out when it comes through, if I'm still streaming, let me know and we can get them picked and made live for you. Okay, I'm back polishing my toes for church tomorrow. Ooh! That one guy says, my ex-wife and I done crafting. Right on. What kind of crafts did y'all enjoy? Just a website order. And it's no rush, Denise, if you don't want to get, if you want time to think about it. I don't mean to put pressure on you. Huh? Uh-huh. Misty says, oh yes, the new website layout and design looks fabulous. Oh, well, thank you. We paid a feller with Parrot Digital Media through Wix to do the SEO and just redesign it. Like, because whenever we were redesigning it this last time, I was considering hiring someone, and I was like, I don't even know what I would ask them for. Like, so I designed it myself initially using Wix's web designer, which is very intuitive and stuff, but I don't really know what I'm doing, but I had a good rough draft to be able to show him, and he took fantastic care of us, and he nailed it. Like, I love it and it works. We still aren't able to, there's some things that we just can't change about about Wix being Wix. Our old website was Weebly, my bad. But like, I still can't add grooves to calves without it complicating the inventory thing. But Wix is developing something that hopefully soon, or at some point in the next decade, will fix that. And so that will be cool. Ooh, that one guy says, I do watch people do woodwork. That is fun to watch. Right on. Like, power tools or hand tools? Do you have a preference? Howdy do. Hey, we do's it. How are you doing today, Laura? Dun, dun. My cat just changed the channel for me. I am back. Your cat was done. She's like, this lady talks too much. All right, so we've got the base bead down. And I'm going to use just a little bit. Well, not tweak. Ooh, well, I was going to do some dots, but then I realized how short this little bit of stringer is. So I'm just going to heat this up and drag it around. What's up, my love? 18 beads! Holy thank you, Denise. I could just cry. Thank you so much, Denise. I'm so glad you enjoy what we do, because I can't thank you enough. You're keeping our small business going. Are they all the same color or different colors, or could you read for me? There's whiskey in the jar. Do you make rings out of that you're using? I haven't yet, but you're not the first person to have brought that up, and I'm really intrigued by it. But I haven't yet, mostly because I'm kind of scared to. Like, I'm worried that they're going to break. but the obstacle is the way. So I guess I need to go ahead and get a mandrel and make some rings. I have an idea, same color. Ooh, okay. Well, we can at least get some of them done, and then I might be able to finish the rest off camera and get them shipped out to you within a timely manner. Sorry, I'm learning Whiskey in the Jar on the guitar. I don't know the words or how to play it on the guitar, but it's in my head today. Uh-huh. Homemade pizza? Low on pepperonis. I'm not gonna lie, I was super into dumplings, but if you don't like want to add the additional dumplings to it, I am down for whatever. Oh Lord. Okay. How involved do I have to be? So it sounds like it's up to Randy. Randy. Okay. Can we rinse some salad greens and have maybe the rest of that melon with it to get the melon ate up to make room in the fridge? Okay. Well, that sounds perfect. Ooh. Denise, you just bought us dinner. Thank you. We are ordering pizza. Thank you. That one guy says you gotta make some rings. Okay, what size and color of ring should I make? And this isn't like I'm not gonna make you buy it. I'm just tell me where to start. Oh, she says take your time. I love them. It's fine. Yee. Oh, I can't wait. I hope I have the mandrels dipped so I can just go. I'm not gonna lie. I'm super bored of these orange colors. Oh, I'm so sweaty. Ooh, Misty says glass rings are tough. If worn as actual finger rings, can cut people if they break, and of course more prone to break. If you were using Boro glass, that would make better, but soft glass is tough. So I have a vision, and I don't know if it will work, but my vision for the glass rings is to make a glass ring just like how you would kind of think to do, but then to use that as the core for then wire wrapping around. Like, so it's like it would almost look like a wire wrapped version of those resin inlay rings, but like all wire wrapping. Pizza. Size 12 or 14. Right on. Yeah, this one's all like oblong. We gotta get it rounded out. Denise says you're welcome. So we shall toast your name with pizza tonight. With little clink ranch cups before. Ooh, all right, now it's rolling nice. Okay, I'm gonna heat it up one last time. She says that'd be cool, might help with the fragility. Yeah, I remember a bunch of lamp workers trying rings some years ago, and they felt the liability wasn't worth it. But there are some out there who make them. Right on. I've seen some really beautiful like agate rings, and like the hematite rings, which I feel like pose similar conundrums. Okay, but now what if? What if we got some of those like stainless steel inlay ring blanks? Is that how they do that? Like, do they sell a ring blank that you then put the resin into? Because I might be able to, oh, I don't know, we might be able to just glob the glass directly onto the metal, and that way it's like reinforced. This is why I love hanging out with y'all. Among many other reasons, but I really enjoy hanging out with y'all just for the creative juices, not juices, Jesus. Stone rings can be similar, right on. I just keep not heating it enough that it's not smoothing out. It's got like two, not sharp, but like, it's not like properly round yet. There's some stainless steel rings with little screws, screw tops, and then you make a cabochon on top and screw it in. Then you can change it out but have a sturdy ring brace. That'd be cool too. Because I had the honor of getting to make some memorial jewelry for one of my close friends. She had come to visit us and her doggo had passed away. And that's a pain right in line with my own broken heart with losing our puppies. And I got to make some memorial beads for her. And just that whole experience, like being there for her in her grief helped me to deal with my own. And so I don't feel right charging for stuff like that, like memorial beads, perhaps on a donation basis or something. But I'm feeling called towards that, and I think it'd be really amazing. But she was my very first memorial beads to get to make. And I think a ring base like that would be something really cool to be able to have the cremated, remains in a ring or something, or just something. All right, I'm gonna wander around my house aimlessly for a minute. And look at this order. We got some beads. Holy smokes. Okay. Ooh, clear blue. Okay, I see. To mix with lapis. Okay, so you're going to be pairing it with lapis lazuli? Got an idea. I'm going to be right behind you, Maddie, but you're good. Is the tea good?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to pull up our website. Denise, are you here? How do I find my website? There we go. Ooh, that's what our website looks like. Okay, I'm gonna have to grab my devices to be able to read Denise's comments. Okay, so let's put here, and then we are going to click that, and then I'm going to turn all chat off for a sec. Actually, no, I'm going to leave it because then I can see it. No, I won't. I'm going to be on a different web page. Oh boy. Okay, so this is our website. Bead shop, custom lampwork beads. I like the small leather, minimalist leather. I have Kermit one that has straps because it's easier to carry around. Oh, okay. And then so it looks like you're getting the custom plain bead, but we're gonna come down here and we're gonna look at our blue tones together. So are you thinking a transparent, like the blue mosaic might be a really nice one. The intense blue is pretty nice. And the ink blue is very, very pretty. And they're just a hair transparent. And I could do a white core for you if you were interested, and that would help the blue to pop just a little better. So like we might have an example. Oh, that cobalt blue too is very pretty. Down here, let's see, do I have an example of one that's been lined and one that's not been lined? So these ones here, the filigrana stringer swirl, have not been lined in clear or in white, and so you can see where the bead got poured out. Variations of triangle dot beads. I think that's just where I did a white dot underneath it. We're slowly building up the gallery specifically so that I can just show and be like, so this one here's got white in the core. Yeah, I don't have a better picture of it. You liked that cobalt, the cobalt blue transparent? Don't need a white center. Excellent. Well, that's perfect. We got you figured out now. What for Italio? There's whiskey in the jar. Doo-doo. Colorful, shiny things. Yay, Crowbrain's so happy. All right. I know I just said it out loud. Let me go. Okay, cobalt blue. That's what we're doing. Well, that's cool. I only have to pick one color of glass now. I'm checking to see what mandrel. Ooh, the 1/16. That's gonna be so nice. That's so much easier than the thick mandrels. That's why I've been practicing the thick mandrels, because I just can't. Like, I'm so bad at them. But I've been working with them for the past like 3 or 4 weekends. So if I'm not getting better now, it's not because I'm not practicing. That's for darn tootin'. Waiting for my friends from Tennessee to come by. Oh, nice. Hey, Glix, how's it going? You can make focals that way too. Just screw on the base from a pendant instead of a ring. What? Here's a picture with the set as a second picture showing the concept. Oh, is there, Misty? Okay, thank you. You know my website better than I do. Okay, let's see. I am going to start by actually getting the glass down. Cobalt. Is that what we said? And that's intense blue. Where's my cobalt at? There's ink blue. Ooh. Oh, I want y'all to see when we pick the... What you doing? What y'all doing? How's the tie-dye looking? Well, we can always apply another layer of dye as well. You think it'll be nice? Okay, nice. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here, and this is how we store our glass, y'all. It's not in the same order that it is on our website, and that's because I'm a monster, but we'll work on that. Back for the daddy-o, back for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Okay, so I just wanted to, for Tasha's Crowbrain. But it was so nice. Maddie went through and organized my nail polish colors for painting dragon eyes. And that's been needing done literally for years. I don't know. I don't want to be saying literally so much, but I literally can't stop. I'm compelled. So this is the cobalt blue, y'all. It is nice. And I think it's going to pair with lapis lazuli really, really well. And of course, it's just, the camera just doesn't do it justice. Yes, Michelle, check it. It came out and it's got like a legit face in it. Like, I don't know if you can see where's the face. So there's the little mouth, and that's the nose, and those are the eyeballs. But I don't know. I love losing myself in these shirts. Where'd my butt go? There it is. Hey man. Well, I'm backing up and I can't see with this dangle glasses on. Okay. I just got judged pretty hard, but I deserved it. I still get nervous when I light my torch, you guys. Oh, the way to I had one more longer post for that. Oh, okay, you can make... Oh, I see. There's some stainless steel rings with little screw tops. And then you make a cabochon on top of it and screw it in. Then you can change it out, have a sturdy ring base. Like for glass? Right on, Yvette. We're working on it. We're working on it. We're not... This week's shop update is jewelry. Next week's shop update is going to be cabs again. And then the shop update after that is tie-dye. So we are working right now on the tie-dyes that we're going to be listing for that shop update. So I'm very excited. Oh, right on, Misty. Thank you. Ooh, can't figure out how to request a bead. Hey, Randy, could you copy paste a link for me from the website on the custom bead page? If you could copy that link and send it, that is where you can place custom beads. Now, we currently only ship to the United States because money. Ooh, a glass cabochon with like a little nut embedded in it that screws onto a bolt in a ring or a pendant blank. Right on. Oh, thank you, Queen of Hearts. Maddie actually cut my hair for me, and I think she did a fantastic job. Huh? To YouTube, please. I know I'm just wearing pants that match it. It's 2 pieces because. Uh-oh, kicking my fan. Okay, so this is the 1/16 inch mandrel. These are so much easier on my hands, you guys. I'm gonna move our frit over yonder. But no, she cut it into layers, so now it all fits into a clip, just the way I've always wanted. And I still like to put my dreads in and stuff, but today is a shower day, so I took my dreads out and I go wash my hair and my stinky body because I've been sitting here sweating all day. It is disgustingly hot in the studio right now, or at least hunched over this torch. Right on, Michelle. Crafting says, LOL, I'm ADHD crafting, watching you monster jam and doing chainmail. That sounds like a good way to spend your evening. Cobalt, like the blue glass, is some of my favorite to see heat up. Because just that tone of blue paired with the tone of orange and then layered with the glasses with the purple. Like, it's just so cool, you guys. I don't think it's gonna, the camera just doesn't do it justice. Y'all are just gonna have to try doing Lampwork glass so that you can see this color that I'm seeing. It's beautiful. So it looks like we're making 4 of the 5x10, which is the size 1 on our bead mandrel. And this, the cobalt is a very stiff glass, which is nice. It's pleasant to work with. So again, I'm building up just to a nice little disc bead. And I'm going to heat this in and rotate it around. But PC, we have just sent you, Randy has posted a link to where you can find our custom bead page. And whenever you click on, you can see the different styles of beads that we offer. And you can see actually here in my left hand is our bead roller, and those are the sizes. The smallest, which is the bead size that I'm making right now, is a 5x10 millimeter. And it goes all the way up to 11x17. And so you can choose the style by clicking on that. That'll be the first thing that you choose. And then within where that will take you, you can choose your bead size and you can choose your mandrel size. The mandrel size translates to how large, roughly, your hole will be in your bead. All of them will be accommodating to like up to a size 14, like a gauge 14. Sorry, come on, brain. A 14 gauge wire. There we go. Sorry. Words are hard. What's up, baby? Oh, are you covered? Use the blue dish soap. It'll take it right off, mostly. For now. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more material. Ooh, it's going, Mary Hart. We got a custom bead order, so I'm making some beads for Denise. And if I goober any up, I just put them in as a freebie, as a thank you for placing an order. Maybe you'll be able to do something with it. It is. How was dinner, Mary Hart? So right now, if I've goobied it up, it is not too late for me to just add some more glass to it and have it be the next size up. But then I start getting kind of off track. About 1 hour left in the stream. Whew, it's tricky. I'm gonna add a little bit more material to it and get it up to the next size up. Which we only need 2 of those. It's good. It's hot though, so I'm not wanting to do dishes. Procrastination for the win. But the critters are fed. That's good. Yeah, I'll need to go out probably at around 8. Like, I'll need to be pretty quick about getting off this. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting more material on. Today is day 2 of having the young chicks in with my established flock, which is just down to the 3 of them. We've got Poppy, Nutmeg, and Bay. But the 6 young hens, they're doing okay, but they're getting picked on pretty hard by the big girls. So today the big girls spent the day in the yard while my pullets, which I think is the term for young hens who are not yet laying, but they're not chicks anymore. They got their big girl feathers, but they still have like chick heads, some of them. So, but poor awkward teenage age chickens. So my big girls are running around loose in the yard, and the little girls have the enclosure to themselves. But I don't trust them to have figured out that the coop is their new home yet. So last night I had to put them in one by hand. So that is a pretty good size, and I do like it to be nice and rolly in the bead roller. I'm going to add just a smidge more material. Are you working on a garden this year? I am. We're actually posting, right now it's weekly videos over to the Monster vlog. I missed a week or 2 with being sick, but in general, we post a video a week over on the Monster vlog, just touring around the garden and keeping updates on how the critters are doing. And we have turtles now in the house. They're my fairy god turtles. I get to adopt them until Maddie, our younger niece, is out of college and ready to take them back. But in the meantime, I'm going to give them the fairy god aunt treatment. And they've got minnows swimming in there with them. And we got them a new filter, so they're like just farting in the bathtub. And I'm really enjoying it. I catch worms out in the garden, bring them in for the turtles to eat. I haven't caught any crickets yet, but it's been a busy couple of weeks this month. All right, that one's perfect. And I'm going to try to find a pencil to mark off that I made the size 2. My mother said I can fire shines, fire shines, fire shines. My mother says fire shines, blue as the sea and the stormy sky. Never so blues when I let them cry. I don't freaking know where a pencil is. Hey, Wendy, do you have a pen I can steal that you're willing to never see again? What about one of those old mechanical pencils? That'll do. You may never see it again. Hug it bye. He just did the like the sad doggy meme. The Boston Terrier that's all like sniffing and sad. But I gotta be real with him. I'm probably gonna lose this pencil. I mean, I lost the last one that I took from over at his desk. So okay. Mary Hart says I'm still not used to typing your at. I keep wanting to put at Yvonne. Yeah, whenever I got married and changed my last name to Kennedy, I was like, let's just put it in the business name. Because this way, if Maddie wants to make videos or anything like that, we're here as the company. Or if Randy's doing something, or I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Okay, so I've done one of the big ones, or second smallest. So I'm going to try now to do another size 1. What? Yeah, I try to say words that I mean. I really do, but it is mostly just gibberish. Welcome back, that one guy. Ooh, Lita says, where do you get your shirts to dye? The one that I'm wearing, I had gotten from Dharma Trading. It's DHARMA Trading. But also anything that is like 95% cotton or rayon and like 5% spandex, those are some of my favorite. And I get those on Amazon. But they're like $26 a shirt. But they're so comfy. And I've been wearing them without being tie-dyed for like years. It's like my frumpy house shirts for whenever it's like I'm gonna paint something and it's gonna get paint all over it. And I've been tie-dyeing them recently. Actually, this Tuesday's upcoming video is, spoilers, we're doing a malachite themed tie-dye. Yeah. Oh, big boy. What you doing? Oh, I love you. I love you so much with your wagging tail. Hey Randy, can you love on Z for me? I can't right this second. Don't stare at me like I have to set this down and go pet the dog. I can't. There's like a bead. Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but he's like, you're usually done by now, mother. I know, big boy. I know. He's wearing his dang old clone because he won't stop chewing on his butt. But that is what that is. Is the shirt you were wearing one of the ones you did? Yes. And we'll show you how we made it in Tuesday's video. Because I did like a muck dye, which this one came out from that. Which is where we do ice tie dyeing. So we like tie it up and then we like put the sprinkle of the dye powder on it, and then we put ice on top of that with a little bit more soda ash to keep the alkalinity where it needs to be, so the dye will like be real good. scientific terminology, by the way. And then we let the ice melt and it seeps the dye in, but then it flows like through a rack into a bin, and down in the bin is where we have the muck dye. So we're doing ice dyes up top and muck dyes down bottom. And then so we did a malachite themed one, and I love it, and it's beautiful, and it's on that 95% rayon, 5% spandex. So here's one of the size 1 beads, which I need 4 of these. Oh my gosh, it's like a million. It's not a million degrees, but it feels like it. Aw, thank you, Joe. I'm loving the cobalt blue. It's really pretty. I can't wait to see what Denise makes with it. The blue and green tones together and very earthy, but also lagoon feeling. Yes, swamp witch vibes. But yeah, whole video on Tuesday. Yeah, Denise, this is my pleasure. Like, I'm having a blast. Just getting to make beads and hang out with y'all. My face hurts from smiling, but oh no. So getting that up to a good glow. I'm gonna zoom in for y'all. And if y'all want me to zoom in or zoom out, just holler at me and I'll try my best to. I don't get to watch the screen, it's for y'all. So if you want it zoomed in, let me know and I'll zoom in. If you want it zoomed out, let me know and I'll zoom out. Swan Bridge. In this heat, yeah, I'm a swamp. Or a lagoon gremlin. Ooh, I don't know if I told y'all. I might have told some of y'all. I made my first marble the other day, and it came out terrible. But I learned a whole lot, and I gave it to Randy for his birthday. Because I told him, I was like, since I've driven him crazy and he's lost his marbles, I figured I'd make him some new ones. Ooh, the repairs on the mermaid are going really well. We're gonna pick it up right up where we left off next week in Friday's live stream. And she's looking good. And the fins came out of the oven really well. Like, I can't wait to tackle it next week on Randy Von Z. Bum, 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 dun, 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 do, 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 do. Bum, bum, ba, da, dum. Yes, I would love to show y'all. Let me get a couple more beads made, and then I'll need to take a break to like stretch, and then I'll show y'all how the mermaid's going. Fly, you better be careful. Sorry, there's a housefly just buzzing around and it almost flew right through the flame. I think that's the sweetest, coolest gift I've ever heard of. Well, I think for the next couple of years at least, I'm going to make him a marble every year for his birthday. And I think it'll be really cool to get to see the progress from my very first. I tried to make it in the blues and stuff. Sometimes that happens, y'all. And that's the heat shock. And that's why I use a blast shield. Let me check and make sure my bits and giblets aren't... Okay, no, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, the whole bead exploded. I'm good. Next mandrel. We're okay. Let me drink some Wawa. Whew. One of the first leather projects that I have on our workbench this year is a leather apron. Yeah, I'm good. But see, this is why this stuff is never boring, is I'm literally in the hot seat. Like, just sweaty, molten shrapnel. It wasn't molten, though. That okay. Much relief, yes. Wow, but like such adventure, though. Woo. I am good. And that's, we have a marble countertop, which is actually we got for free from our friends who like dumpster dove at Lowe's. It was, well, I don't think they can get in trouble. I don't know. I don't want to get my friends in trouble, but they work there. And they saw them throwing it away and they were like, do you want this? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, good, 'cause it's in my car. And so that's how we got a couple of these different like sample countertop marble slabs. Because they were like changing out the display or something for the kitchen or bathroom section or something. I had to wait for 2 seconds and I heard the, how did it shock so badly? On a very small bead like that, if it loses all of its heat to the graphite marver, which is an excellent heat sink, and then if I pop it right back into the flame like how I did, it temperature shocks it and it shatters. Aggressively. Yay, I ordered a couple of beads. Oh, my middle granddaughter picked gray and pink. Right on. Now, I think we'll be making those in next Saturday's live stream, or would you rather me just make them and get them sent out? Or do you want me to make a video? We have some different options there. That's what you can get dumpster diving at Lowe's. Suit me up and call me diver. Let's go. Right? Now, I think knowing the timing is probably the most helpful part about dumpster diving. Missed the putting it back in the flame part. Yeah, that'll happen, but that's okay. Bead go boom. Clicked by Taliandrid. Thank you, honey. For those of you who missed it. Ooh, Queen says, did you make a video of that by chance? Not like everything you do has to be filmed, but can it be? Do you mean the top? Oh, the UV resin dip. I haven't done that yet, but I will be getting video about it. Sorry, y'all. I've got like a hair or something. There we go. I don't mean to be picking my nose on camera, but it's making me wild. Okay, so I don't know. I've always read it Taliandrid, but I just put letters in there. You know, y'all know how I am about just making up screen names. But he wanted it to be tall and red, which was for a character on a video game he was playing. Was tall and red, but there Taliandrid. There'd be like little fantasy boopy boops over some of the letters. Just treat it like there's another I after the L. It's Taliandrid. All right, so we're up to good and glowing. We're rolling beautifully. There we go. Now, I could push my luck and try to fit 2 beads on this mandrel, but I do not feel like pushing my luck. That's why I bought a bunch of mandrels. is I don't want to have to push my luck. I feel like it's been pushed enough this evening. I'll leave it where it is. I've always read it tail and red. Yeah. Ah, the marble. Yeah. Oh, well, I didn't. I was the one who dumpster dived. They just had it in their like car, and then I went to their house and we looked at it in their garage, and then I took it home with me. So, nah, it's probably for the best. But Randy doesn't want me to dumpster dive because, well, I get stuck, and I'm not very athletic, and I'm also very loud and giggle too much when I'm doing things that are like against the rules. Um, So what would you do if you worked somewhere and there was a rotund woman stuck in your dumpster just giggling? Like, it's best avoided, I think. And I'd probably get tetanus or some like. Oh, make friends, obviously. Nice. Right? First, fiercely look for my phone for the meme. Well, maybe that'll be my next calling. Will be dumpster diving. But it's for the best because I am a hoarder, you guys. Like I just all the things are fascinating. And Randy also strongly discourages stopping on the highway to collect busted, I call them crocodiles. They're the tires from semis that exploded and are just laying there and they look like big old crocodiles on the side of the road. I don't know what I would do with them, but I want them. Intact tires are very good too, but I'd know what I'd do with those. Build an earth ship and raise garden beds and all sorts of weird shit. But like, so and it's for the best. Like I respect that. I don't need to hoard tires that I find, even if they look perfectly hoardable. Did doing that clip work, Randy? I don't think I've had anyone clip our stuff before. Oh yeah? Nice. So I'm gonna add a little bit more material. Wow, hey Gumnut. Oh, send some of that weather this way. Oh really? Huh. Uh-oh, I let the bead cool too much. Now what I should do is go ahead and put some molten glass on it. That way if it pops, the molten glass kind of acts like glue and holds it together. There we go. Just did a big belly laugh at rotund woman giggling in your dumpster. I mean, truly. I've got chonky raccoon vibes for sure. Zeb was anti-hoarder also, but then over 30 happened and he's in very good box space. Randy is actually, we just had a talk earlier today about a box that was sitting on the floor, and I'm like, if this doesn't fit into our other 2 stacks of very good boxes, we need to find another very good box spot other than right here on the floor, because I'm really bad about putting stuff on the floor, and I can't have Randy and I both putting stuff on the floor. And he's much better about behaving about it than I am. I have not been keeping track of what beads I've been making. So I think we've made one size 2, and this is our third of size 1. Okay. I need to vacuum this broken glass all over the floor. Howdy ho. Hey, oh my God, how's it going? We got the flame on. I love it. It is a Saturday. Oh, I'm supposed to use this pencil to mark how many. So how many? I've done one of those. No, I've done one of those and I've done 3 of these. Okay. Make them whenever, whatever works for you. Right on. Well, that'll be awesome. I think I might make a video out of it because Mama needs content. And that way we can get it made and shipped out in a timely manner. But we'll see what this week holds. Hey, Randy, if you have a moment, could you check and see what we need to load the kiln with tonight in preparation for shipping tomorrow? Thank you. Opened ransom closet and bombarded by his secret stash of very good boxes. Yeah. Well, we ship so much stuff that it's like it's nice to have, oh, this is a very good box. Mm-hmm. How are you doing, Domnet, other than being cold? I think we're catching the other end of it. Oh, that's good to hear. Oh my God, doing good. You have been complimented on your boxes, honey. Randy's making good friends with the post office worker who tends to be there on the days that we go and drop off our weekly shipments. And I don't know, like, what else do you make conversation about when you're a grown up? And the dude was like, this is a nice box. And Randy's like, it is a nice box. I don't know. I wasn't there for it. It is not my story to tell, but I think that was the gist of it. Ooh. Ooh, quilt making on a future craft to-do list. Oh, my friend Tracy makes such beautiful quilts. It makes me want to make quilts. And I remember that I'm not so great at doing the same thing in the like correct way over and over again, and seems to be a whole lot of that in quilting. Walk in the Rain says, I want to be cold, right? It's rolling, rolling, rolling. What? Keep rolling, rolling. I need a little bit more material. Well, hey, Fisherman's Wife, how's it going? Just bringing it up to a glow because these little beads lose their heat so quickly. A new hobby, passion for the last 18 months is where I've been quilting. It's 2 hobbies in one, collecting fabric and the quilting. Nice. So just painting a little bit more material around on our bead. There we go. What is and neither my wings to fly. Build me a boat that can carry to. Oh, thank you for following us on Kick, Denise. Oh, that's rolling beautifully. I'm gonna heat it back up. And both shall oh, love that. But yeah, by the time I get back over to the kiln, this has lost its glow enough that I shouldn't have to worry about it drooping or sticking to other beads or anything like that. So there's all 4 of those. All right, so now I need to do one more of the 6x12. Oh, well, I appreciate you. You're very supportive. Fisherman's Wife says, it's going great. What an awesome craft. Can't wait to see your creations. All right, on. Well, today I am making some custom beads for a friend Denise, and she had ordered a plain bead made out of our clear cobalt or transparent cobalt. And on a 1/16 inch mandrel. So I'm just rotating it and cooking that bead release down so that it will make a really nice smooth layer to keep the glass from sticking to our stainless steel mandrel. And we're using a COE 104, that's coefficient of expansion. That's the rate at which it expands and contracts as it heats and cools. Right on, Denise. So I'm gonna make this one, it's a 6mm by 12mm. And so I'm just wrapping this onto the mandrel. All right, we'll need to add a little bit more. The strongest dream that first it fell. He's sniffing the cat. The elusive Squatch speaks. Man, now I'm making like not poor decisions as much, but I'm not gauging so well the bead size. That's okay. We can add just a little at a time and melt it in, and we can just keep adding layers, and I love it. And so far, I don't think it's harming our bead in any way, other than possibly providing stress onto the bead release. So I don't want to overdo it, but I also don't want to make the bead too big. But if I do, that's okay, because we do need some bigger beads. So it's okay. And this may be my last bead for today. And then we're going to go over and look at the beads that we made last week. And I think we have a little bit of a mail opening. Joe, if you'd like for me to go ahead and open that today, I'd love to. And then I may have to bail a little early to go put my chick, like just a couple of minutes, because they go to bed at around 8 p.m. Like, I almost feel like I should run out there and check on them, like right now, just to make sure that the big girls can get into their cage, or not the cage. It's technically a cage, but it's their big, like, their run, the chicken run. It's a cage, but it's more to keep hawks out because it's an open door for them. But door is closed today, though, to let the young hens have some peace. Okay, I need to add a little bit more material. Started in December of 22, having enough fabric now to make a ton of quilts, trying to not fabric shop till I have more of them done. Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, fabric shopping's so fun, though. Especially, I'm so digging all the different like styles and stuff. Like, I love like the celestial and like gnome and mushroom and all of the like cottage core, like all of that stuff. Adding just a bit more material to bring this up to size. And I think that's pretty good. Let me go, no, it needs just a few more. I want these to match just as well as they can. Yeah, oh my gosh, Denise, this is such a treat. Thank you. Like, I know in the big scheme of things, Randy and I will get through and everything will be okay. But sometimes walking a path on blind faith is hard. It's challenging. I really like being able to see where I'm putting my feet. And y'all being so supportive of our business, y'all are the stepping stones that are getting Randy and I through and helping our business to keep growing and evolving, you know. So it's, I mean it when I say I appreciate y'all. There we go. That's a good size. Because you can feel when the glass is being hugged on all fronts by the bead roller, and that's what I'm aiming for. I don't want to overfill it, but I do want that hug to be happening. That way I know it's the same size as the other beads, because that matters, you know? Okay. Letting it cool a bit, and then we're going to get it over into here and pop that into the kiln. Ruh-roh. Maddie's throwing rings. Let's see. Oof. There you go. Oh my God. You're almost done with a whole cup. Oh, can I show them? Okay. Well, can I show them that? Oh, let me turn my torch off. All right. So we got all the beads in the kiln over yonder. So Maddie and I made this one. I had done a little bit on one cup and then the straps for over the shoulders. And it's just like shoulder armor. Let me zoom out. That's gonna make it, yeah, there we go. And so it joins together like that, and it has this elastic with clasps on either side. And so that's how that's been going. And she's working on another one right now, but we're gonna go over and, hey Maddie, could I scoot your situation forward just a bit? I'm gonna bring my big chair in. That fan's nice, isn't it? We're doing a little bit of a chair shuffle. And let me go grab, I'm actually gonna take my microphone off for just a moment and I'll be right back, y'all. Alrighty, y'all, I am back. We've got a little bit of a mail opening to do, but also, let's see, alert sounds. There we are. I'm still plugged in, and I just pulled the whole. It's fine. Nothing's leaking and nothing's on fire. It's fine. Oh goodness. Okay. Randy's out doing my hens for me. Let's see. Can I set that there? No. Okay. So I'll just set this there then. Oh. He's so sweaty. Whew. All right. So let me get my chat scene up. Yeah, I haven't seen Pro in a while. He pops by every now and then, but everybody's got life going on, you know? Whew. All right. So let me see if I can make my big old head a little smaller. There we go. My big old head is just going to be over here. Boop, 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 boop. Do, 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 do. Boom. Do, do. This is this camera. I'm going to, I really need to get scenes set up, I think is what they're called. Okay. Bead soup, literally. Sitting on my shirt. So these are the beads that we made last week, and they have not been cleaned yet. They've been removed from the mandrel, but I haven't cleaned them. And then, so here's this one. And you can see those colors on it. It's beautiful. And then over here, I'm sorry, Maddie, I didn't mean to just flick you. Would you be able to head over to Randy's computer for me and take care of something for me? Thank you. Because I don't have it pulled up over here. Hey, Mary Hart, how's it going? But yeah, this one has like some clear dots over it. I guess I should, right? I don't know. It's probably something terrible. I'm not gonna lie. I don't trust the internet as far as I can throw it today. So just nice like little dots. And then, oh, let's see, will the camera focus? You can see the little dots in this one. Thank you so much, Maddie. Whew. And then this is another one. And then, ooh, this is with that yellow filigrana. I am dripping water all over I'm sorry, I keep flicking water all over Maddie. But yeah, so these are, you kind of get the idea of very cool. Wow, much beads. Thank you, honey. Can I hand this to you as you walk by? Do it? That's okay. I'm going to be doing that after the stream. Thank you, honey. Okay. Huh? Who is? Oh, Bay is? Yeah. Well, thank you. Sisters of the Hook says those look incredible. I'm going to open this off camera because I don't want, like, your address showing. Now, this is a very nice box, too. Joe, I had no idea you were putting a gift together for us. Thank you. I haven't even opened it yet, and I'm already, like, super, like, thank you. A very good box. It is. Oh, God, I broke it. I broke the very good box. What? Ooh, oh, my gosh. Look at your packaging. That's bougie. Okay, there's a note. What's this? Oh. Oh, Joe. Thank you. I don't know if you want that read publicly or not. I don't know if I could read it out loud without just sprouting into boogers, but oh, I did. It's waterproof though. Do you hear that? It squeaks. Sorry, y'all. I really am a filthy swamp gremlin. Oh, Randy, come look. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. Joe, you made this.
That's awesome.
Like, is that a peridot? Really? Like, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Here, how to, oh, and it's a real dainty clasp. And then, oh my God, this is real silver. This is real silver. Or something. I mean, it's heavy. Like, not heavy bad, but like heavy real. Like, yeah, my birthday. He did. Oh, Joe, it's perfect. Wait, this goes on neck. Okay. Argentinium silver, right on. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Now, where's some shameless Joe promotion? And also, very good. This is really nice packaging. Designed by Joe. What's your website? Everybody go follow Joe. Watch him make stuff on Twitch and Kick. Oh, and my camera just died. Joe, thank you so much. This is such a nice gift. Thank you. But also just your kind words too. Like, that's, you could have just sent the letter, like, and I'd have been tickled pink. But this is beautiful and amazing. Read the note. Okay. Y'all just want to see me, makeup up. I'm gonna try really hard. I gotta show y'all what my niece made first. That is a shiny. So Maddie made this while we were just fooling around making beads today. Let's look at those closures. I couldn't have done it any better myself. Maddie, you rocked this. She says, well, thank you. Oh, she's like, give it back. Right? Okay. So the note from Joe says, Yvonne and Randy, I hope this letter and gift of a heart finds you well. I am sending this to express my sincere thanks for the incredible inspiration you have provided me. Your dedication to your craft and your generosity in sharing your knowledge have profoundly impacted my journey to becoming the person I am today. You are the reason I started crafting again. I would likely not be alive today if I hadn't started doing something creative. You helped pull me out of a severe depression and anxiety when I needed it the most. I have no words that could express the level of gratitude you deserve for this. Whenever I faced challenges, your amazing attitude and ability to push through whatever comes your way constantly reminded me of the joy and fulfillment that art brings. You continually encourage me. Give me a sec. Oh, I need tissues. You continually encourage me and so many other people to keep pushing forward, especially when it's hard. Thank you for being such a beacon of inspiration and for contributing so much to the crafting community. I'm truly grateful for everything I've learned from you, and I look forward to continuing to grow as an artist, streamer, and human being inspired by your example. Like, that's really nice. Thank you. Thank you so much for just, I mean, you're the one who showed up and you're the one who did the work. But it's an honor to me to get to fan the creative flames in y'all, because y'all do fan the creative flames in me, and it's hard on the internet because there are people who would put a cup over your flame as soon as look at it. So I feel really, really blessed to be around such awesome people. So thank you, Joe, for being you and for being here and for showing up, not just for my streams, but for yourself. You do beautiful work. And I know you're going to do amazing at everything that you do. You already are. You just got to keep doing it. So there. Thank you so much for your kindness. Like, you okay?
Yeah, she's whispering.
Oh, okay.
From the other room.
So y'all, everybody, all y'all give each other hugs for me. I'm so sweaty. Sorry, Maddie, I'm stealing your fan. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, so yeah, very happy tears. But it's been a doozy of a year this month. So that was really kind. Thank you. I got pretty jewelry. Oh, but yeah, thank you. So now, okay, it's 7:57. Let's go raid somebody. We gonna raid somebody like you. I'm gonna refresh it because it's like, you don't have enough viewers to host a channel, and I'm like, that okay. Yes. Well, either like a meat lovers or a Honolulu Hawaiian. I don't know. What are you getting? You're getting what? Well, I don't know. Don't make me decide. What kind of pizza do you want?
I'm getting my own.
We're all getting our own pizza?
I guess so.
Well, is anybody else getting a Honolulu Hawaiian? Because I don't want to double up, because I am going to try to barter pieces. Huh? Well, I would like a Honolulu Hawaiian, but can you have them put diced tomato on it as well? Ooh, thank you. Wait, do they already do that? Okay, I want it with the diced tomato, please. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, I was going to go look at Kick and see, because none of my friends are on streaming right now, which is fine. But now I don't know who to raid. So I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go to that. Boop, boop, boo, do, 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 do. Woo! Are they making... Oh, that's a big old bong. Okay. Yes, please. So somebody's making a basic rolling workbench. I'm going to go into their stream. Yeah, he doesn't talk to people on chat. I've rated him before, and I was kind of like, yeah.
It's pretty weird making.
Yeah, it's kind of almost exactly specifically what you had described doing, like the dental molds and stuff. But I'm not going to rate him because he's not going to talk to anybody in chat. And I'm like, that's okay. Yeah. But I'm going to take a risk on this person. So
I don't know if he should be talking to chat.
I don't know, but let's all go watch this person do whatever it is that they're doing. I'm not creepily watching people on the internet at all. You can't prove it. Roll for initiative. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Okay, so I'm going to click that. All right. So whenever y'all get in there, just be like, be yourselves. I don't know this person at all. I've never watched their stream before, but let's go check it out And thank you all so, so much for coming and hanging out. Thank you, Joe and Denise and everybody, for your kindness and just for making my day. Like, y'all keep me coming back. So I'll see y'all in tomorrow's tutorial that premieres at noon, and then again in Monday's shop update that also premieres at noon. Be sure to sign up for a free newsletter. And then again on Tuesday for a tutorial that premieres at noon. We'll see y'all then, and until then, you guys, happy crafting. Mwah. Bye. I'm gonna click this, and then I'm gonna click that, and then I have to be like super fast. Okay, I'm gonna click that, and then okay, bye-bye.